show. It is before the game. Harry O'Brien from the Pies, our very special guest.
Now, they're all big games for Collingwood, but you've got one against Adelaide this week, yeah? And what's going on with this game?
Okay, we're going to be wearing this jumper with the CFA, the Country Fire Authority. That's the Westpac Community Cup, and that's to honour the 60,000 CFA volunteers.
Well done.
Good cause.
Excellent.
Good on you, mate. Well done.
Yeah,
Give it a
8 days off, which is a luxury for Collingwood, because you usually have short ones and you let us know, but you've got 8 days and apparently doing some kind of camp.
Yeah.
Tell us where you're going.
Ooh, I can't tell you.
Why?
It's secret.
Do you know
we're planning our premiership for... No. it's just to break things up. This was in the diary, I suppose, at the start of the year, and we it's such a long year, and you can fluctuate with motivation, and so it's just to keep us mentally fresh. And as you know, it's the mind that controls the body, so that's the key.
I've got an idea for your camp, and I think you've got to lead the improv session. Let's have a look at you doing some improv. This was highlighted on a Friday night game. What are we doing there, Harry? What's this?
That's Ben Cousins dancing.
That was a game called One Word at a Time.
That's you dancing a little bit. Pretty cool, man. Yeah.
That's just how I roll.
So how do the players? I mean, you're out there. There's no doubt about that, and you're happy to be out there. Do the players get into it every now and again? Say, do they? What happens?
I think I've been at the club now. Well, I've been at the club almost 6 years now, and the players know that I'm not normal. I'm not normal. I like the fact that I actually enjoy the fact that I do things differently. And
your words, Harry, not ours. Okay. Now you love your social networking as well. I know you're on Twitter. I follow you on Twitter, and I love your work there. And you do like getting philosophical on Twitter. Yeah. We're going to share a couple of tweets. These are actual Harry O'Brien tweets from his Twitter site. First of all that we are is the result of what we've thought. The mind is everything what we think we become. Buddha. Right there. Nice. And another one, this is actually off Harry's side as well. Let him that would move the world first move himself, Socrates.
Good stuff.
Right there. Yeah. Getting philosophical on soul, which I like.
Yeah, well, I think Twitter or social media is such a powerful tool that I think if you embrace it in a positive way, it's so easy to get a positive message out, so I'm all for it.
You're clearly a deep thinker and into philosophy, so I've got a couple I've got to run by you, and I want you to see if you can guess who said these. Okay? Don't try too hard, because I'm sure it's within the realm of your understanding. If you live in the past, what happens? You miss the future. You never live in hope, because if you do, where's it end? Is that like Confucius? Is it kind of Platonic? It sounds a bit like that. No, wrong. It's this bloke.
If you live in the past, what happens? You miss the future. Well, you never live in hope, because if you do, where does it end?
You're writing that down at home. It's good. It's good to see you put him up with the greats, wouldn't you?
It's interesting because it's kind of the opposite of what I'd say a lot of people in the public spotlight would want, which is to actually hide, but you just want to be out there all the time and available.
Not so much I want to be out there. I think I want to be able to use my position as an AFL footballer and use it in a positive way. I looked at I don't read the papers that often, or I hardly ever read the paper, but I remember about 3 or 4 days ago on the front page of the Herald Sun was Gary Ablett. He was a fantastic champion player, but Gary Ablett and his partner are now back. I mean, that's just a reflection of our society, and that's what we put emphasis on. And
we're trivial, aren't we?
Well, it's not that. That's football, sports, and entertainment have got such a huge circle of influence, and I just believe that it can be used in a positive way. So while I have this position, I'm going to dedicate my time to doing that.
I say that. Well done. That particular edition of the paper was great because there's an election on. The first 2 pages were the Ben Cousins doco, and the next 2 was Gary Ablett. And then when you turned over the next page, it was a Collingwood dog that had 5 pups, and they were all in Collingwood scarves.
You're a thinker, but also apparently you're an eater. Now, you some information, Sam?
Yes, I want to note, because we're seeing you in such brilliant form, but it sounds like your pre-season was not ideal, Harry.
It wasn't. Well, okay, last year was a really tough year for me, and I decided to go to the Caribbean for a holiday, and I put on like 6 kilos, and I came back to pre-season training. I was weighing last year I played at 90 kilos, about 90 kilos, and I was weighing 96 kilos, and I was fat. Like I was seriously, like, I didn't notice, because you don't notice yourself getting. I thought, yeah, I put on a few, but you know, I got back to the club and I stood on the scales and I was like, oh my God. and like the coach was like, what the hell have you been doing? And like I was like, well, I've been eating too much fried chicken. So that kind of sparked me to want to get the fittest I could possibly get. And so I think in just over a month I lost like 9 kilos, and I actually got sick. I didn't do it the healthy way, but I got really sick. But yeah, I lost the weight, and yeah, I think it's just made so much of a difference.
So you're playing better than ever. So your recipe is says get fat, get sick, and then go off.
Hey, good on you, Harry. Thanks for coming in. We always love having you on because you are so unorthodox. And thanks for having a bit of fun with us and allowing us to G you up about keeping a lid on it. We were only joking and mucking around, but if I could get you to sign this premiership postcard for 2010, before you go, that'd be great.
Harry,
there it is. It's quite a famous one.
It's always great having you on the show. As Mick said, we do appreciate it. Please sign that. Don't stop. Come back on any time. I reckon we could spend another half an hour having a chat to you. Thanks for coming on.
Mate.
Harry O'Brien, our special guest. Jack Weevold's going to join us on